Stipe, congratulations on another very, very hard-fought win. Give us your thoughts right now. You know, kind of how you thought about how you performed tonight.
Yeah, I felt good. I feel like I did a good job. Could have did better. You know, there's a lot of things I didn't do great, but I mean, listen, that's when you had two guys that fought each other 3 times. It's gonna happen. You know, nothing's gonna go perfect. Just happy I didn't start slow. You know, I'm just happy when I got taken down, I got right back up and fought the takedown, and it was all good, man.
Some people had it even at 2-2. Some people had it with you up 3-1 going into the 5th. What did you guys think? Were you scoring it along, and did you think I need this 5th round to win the fight?
No matter if I'm up, up 4-0, I'm going for that 5th round. I don't care. So, because you can never let it go to the judges. So I don't worry about that. You know, at the end, I asked my coach, "What do you think?" But I felt confident. And when they said 49-46 with 2 of the judges, I knew I had it.
No question about it. Obviously, his eyesight's a little bit impaired. I'm curious. I mean, obviously, you've been through that as well. So, knowing that, I mean, do you feel bad that happened? Yeah. Is it just part of the fight game? What's your feelings on that?
Well, I felt bad. I wasn't trying to be intentional. I even told him like 45 times. I said I was sorry during the fight. Even during the fight, I'm like, "Hey, I'm sorry." You know what I mean? But what you can do? He did it to me multiple times. You know, but whatever. He said it wasn't on purpose, and like mine wasn't on purpose. I wasn't trying to. Like I honestly didn't realize I poked him in the eye until I looked up and I saw it on the replay. I'm like, "Oh, I totally poked him in the eye. That was my bad."
I know what you want next is some time with the family, but the leading discussion seems to be either Francis Ngannou or you got John Jones saying he wants to come see you. Does one of those stand out to you more than the other?
No, man. Right now, it's my birthday next week, so you're drinking a bunch of Modelo's.
Fair enough. Last thing for me, this was all about determining, you know, in a lot of people's eyes, who the greatest heavyweight of all time is. With this win tonight, are you comfortable saying I am the greatest heavyweight of all time?
Yeah, man. We'll see on Monday then. Everyone's going to change their opinion about it. I always get shit on it, like, so. Listen, man, I'm just happy to cement my legacy. Like everyone's talking about this legacy. Only reason I'm happy to cement my legacy is to show my daughter, if we have more kids, to show them that hard work pays off. You know, listen, if you do something, you put your mind and effort into it, you do good things.
Hey, Steve. Now that it's all over, I know there was some animosity leading into this one, but now it's over. Daniel's probably retiring. Is it safe to say you have a lot of respect for the guy?
I've always had a lot of respect for the guy. I think he's an amazing fighter. I'm wishing him the best. Amazing ambassador for this sport. Great commentator. You know what I mean? I never had animosity towards the guy. Never, no ill will. You know what I mean? Of course, some of the things, he said I didn't appreciate, but listen, it's a game. He's playing the game. I don't play the game. Apparently, he told me I'd never play the game. So, but listen, I understand what he's trying to do. I mean, listen, he didn't like go out of left field and say something terrible. It just some of the things he said, just didn't sit well with me. But I wasn't mad at him. I'm like, what are you gonna do? I mean, it happens. But listen, I wish nothing but the best for the man. Honestly.
How big a part of the game plan was getting him against the cage whenever you engage the clinch? It seemed you do that quite a few times.
Yeah, I wasn't just. Yeah, it worked out well. Fuck. I wasn't trying to. I got him and throw him against the cage. I'm like, fuck, just beat him up here. It worked out well.
If round 2 hadn't have ended when it did, do you think you'd have finished him?
Yes, 100% I would have finished him.
You could just tell by how hurt he was?
Yeah, he was stumbling. Just like in the last fight, the second fight in the 4th round, I had him in the same spot. I rushed in too fast. I think if I would have sit back just a little bit, like 1 step back, I think I would have caught him.
Did you think he was sort of still messed up in the beginning of round 3?
Yeah, he was. I could see it. That's why I got to push it a little bit. But he also called me in the 1st round. I was like trying to slip and he hit me in the back of the head. It was not intentional. It was just when he called me, I was like, whoa, and then I looked up like, okay, I can still see him. Thank God.
Congrats, man.
Thanks, man.
Stipe, you're regarded now as the greatest of all time. Do you think you have another level to get to? Like, are you kind of at a plateau, or do you think you can still go up?
Listen, it's not what I think. It's what you guys think and all the fans think. It's always, you might say something, and then he might say something totally different. So, listen, I'm just happy where I'm at. Listen, I've done a lot. And it wasn't just me, though. It's my coaches, my amazing wife, my family, my friends. They always supported me and backed me up no matter what. I missed a lot of fun stuff, especially family stuff. Man, it kills me inside. I'm missing a lot of stuff like that. And, it kills me, because the graduation parties, baptisms, this and that, and I couldn't go, and it would kill me. But the best part was no one ever judged me. They all supported me. They understood what I was doing. And it's like, how many times I want to tell it's great, but if it wasn't for the people around me that I surrounded myself with, my amazing family, friends, my coaches, and my teammates, I wouldn't be here.
Do you see yourself like adding? Did you add something to your game this time from the last time that you felt like you were able to do? Was there any tactical things you were able to do you weren't able to do before?
Yeah, not start like an idiot. I actually felt pretty good in the beginning of the fight. He took me down, but I got back up, which I was happy about. I was like, okay. Caught me off guard. We had a good front headlock. I was like, oh wow. But I wasn't pressured about it. I wasn't worried about it. But yeah, I felt good. It's just, something I did wrong, but that's why he's a great fighter. He made me second guess myself. I was making him second guess himself.
Stipe. Stipe.
Fight for it. Fight for it. Fight for it. Fight for it. Fight for it.
Believe it or not, that happened once I lost. Anyway, you know what? We could hear those punches cracking loud. It was clearly an epic fight. Did you miss the fans when it was all over and they finally called your name?
It's a tough question. I think about that a lot because usually when I walk out, I get someone going, "You fucking suck," So it's kind of nice not to hear that. But in general, listen, if it wasn't for the fans, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be in this amazing, have such an amazing, sport and all that. But I do miss the fans, because that's, it makes it's fun. But I hate to say it, but I don't feed off them. I just fight. But it was kind of weird, and having fans means I'm in a bigger cage. So I wasn't in a bigger cage, but it is what it is. But hopefully this calms down. We get fans back in the arenas.
With this victory, I mean, Francis Ngannou is there, but you've kind of swept the old guard. All of the contenders coming up, they tend to be new guys that haven't had their chance yet. Does it mean anything to you to say, I really did sweep the board of the last decade in terms of heavyweight contenders?
Yeah, been a decade. Really?
I mean, you haven't been, champion 10 years, but all the top guys who've been competing.
Dagger about it, bro. Oh, Jesus. I'm joking. Yeah, man. Listen, yeah, I mean, I'll fight anyone. I don't care. Listen, I love what I do. You know what I mean?
I hear you. Final question from me. Can you explain to us what is the reception like when you go back to the Firehouse in Cleveland?
They shit on me more than anyone ever shit on me in my life. They make me do things I don't want to do. It's all awesome. That's why I love the fire department. I love my brothers. They're awesome. They make me feel like one of them. There's I don't get any special treatment. I'm just one of the dudes, and no one ever second guesses it or says anything. I'm very lucky to be part of such a great department.
Did you see that the Las Vegas Fire Department came out?
My logo. It's pretty sweet, right?
Did you see it when you were driving up, or did someone show you a picture?
I saw a picture of it, yeah. That's badass, dude. That's called love right there. It's brother. We're not in the same department, but it's all brother. We all fight the same fight.
Congrats, Stipe.
Thanks, homie.
All right, let's see if the second one works. Stipe, Jim Greasehaber, cage side seat. I want to pick up on the whole first responder thing because you made a lot of comments when COVID first happened, and we talked about it a little bit a couple days ago, but you have so many first responders and firefighters and people walking in there with you. How much do you feel that when you're fighting, and how proud does that make you to be able to get I know you do the coffee, you do so much with these guys and women, and they're with you wherever you go. How much do you feel that right now?
It's awesome, man. It's just anywhere I go, and I'm no better than anyone else. There's firefighters that are better than me, paramedics that are better than me, but I love all the support, man. They're just like, what's up, guys? Just something about the whole thing, man. No matter what city it is, you go you walk to a fire station, they treat you like one of their own.
And what about Cleveland? Not a lot of success on the sports side over the years, but I mean, not much going on.
Apparently, they got a heavyweight champion that's winning a lot of titles.
Champion. There you go. That's what I'm saying. So now to put
you should sit down
there,
now for that comment. I'm joking.
Well, I was going in the right place.
I know you were.
For you to be the guy who's carrying that torch and kind of put an end to all that misery for Cleveland sports fans, that's got to feel good too, because you're one of them.
I mean, I know a couple of years ago we won a title, almost won a World Series. So I mean, we're not too bad, and we're still decent. The Indians are one game out of first place. I mean, come on. The Browns are looking to look good. Hopefully, we have a season this year. I'm telling you. Listen, Kevin, I will take you down. There'll be another fight tonight, you and me.
And then last one for me, you've said you think about retiring after every fight, but you haven't mentioned anything. You look happy.
Hell yeah, I'm happy I won.
Happy, but I'm saying, like, usually you say you want to think about it a little bit, but
yeah.
You're not saying that now. You're ready. Are you reinvigorated, rejuvenated?
I guess so. I don't. Everything changes every day by day. I'm going to go home, hang out with my wife, especially my daughter, and go swim in the pool and just enjoy life.
All right. Thank you, man. Congrats.
Yes, sir.
Stephen right here. Kenny Johnson, MMA Power Hour. Now that you got the belt, you got DC behind you, the trilogy behind you. Will we see you more active? Will we see you again before it in 2020? Or are you just gonna chill out?
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna stay out for another year or so to piss people more off. You know, because my whole plan was this year was to have a tear in my retina, and then a pandemic hit. That was my plan, so I didn't have to fight. But yeah, no, yeah. Listen, man, I'm gonna go home, heal up, and then figure out what they want to do with me, and figure what's the best plan.
With there being no crowd and stuff, you kind of have to be unique to kind of hype yourself up. Did that MGK kind of get you going a little bit more than normal today? I saw you had a little pep to your step when you came out.
Oh, geez, sorry. Yeah, definitely. That helps me a lot. Trust me. That's a great song. I love that dude. He's a good dude. And also, I don't know if you guys know this, but when another man's trying to beat your ass, that kind of gives you a fight or flight syndrome, and you got to fight for that kind of gets me going a little bit too. But that song definitely, I love that song. It's everything about Cleveland.
And now with DC put behind you, and you won the rematch with JDS. Would you ever want to fight Stephen Struve? Just to everybody that stood in front of you, you say, I beat their ass one time.
Yeah, I mean, I'll fight him. Listen, like I said, I'll fight anyone.
No, I'm saying,
because I'm about to fight Kevin here if he keeps talking shit.
I'm saying from a legacy standpoint, is that a big deal to be able to say you beat everybody stood in front of you at least one time?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about the legacy like with that, dude. Listen, I've done, listen, that was early in my career. I was naive, I was young, I thought I was unstoppable, and I'm glad that was the best thing that ever happened to me. I was getting stopped like that in Nottingham.
Is there one person you have to see before you retire at this stage, since you got all these young lions that keep calling your name, like the Curtis Blades and stuff of the world?
Yeah, man, I'm doing something right. If I keep calling this old man out, right? Apparently I'm old. Everyone thinks I'm retiring. So goddamn, do you guys even want me here? Like you guys always talk about retirement. Like, let me be.
Congrats as always.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hey, champ, that's what I'm going to ask you about.
All right, schmo.
Congratulations on the victory. At this point of your career, what do you have left to prove? No one in the heavyweight division has successfully defended that title more than you. You are the GOAT. The boss man recognizes you as the GOAT. What do you have left to prove at this point in your career?
A lot of things have improved, man. I just keep winning. I like winning. Winning's fun.
What's going to motivate you for the upcoming fights in your career?
My family, my daughter. I want to make sure they have a great life. I want to make sure that they're taken care of. God forbid something happens to me, they'll be taken care of.
Was this the best physical shape you've been in the 3 fights with DC?
Yeah, I think so. I felt good. I mean, everyone said I looked thin, but I weighed more than I did last time.
And the eye poke that he gave you in the first round, how did that one vary from the other ones he's given you in the other fights?
I mean, it hurt. I felt bad I gave him one. I didn't realize I did. Honestly, I was not trying to. Until I looked up and saw it replaying between rounds, I felt bad about it. It was not intentional. But yeah, it hurt, but I was good. I just needed some time. It was just burned for a little bit, and I was good.
Congrats, champ.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir?
Yes, sir. Nice mustache.
Oh, thank you. I have a question for you, but where's your mustache? You had a great one.
I know. It's called the wife, and she doesn't feel it sometimes. Ooh. Yeah, like it starts like a Tom Selleck, and then just kind of gets out of control, and then I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna go back out.
You're the champ. You can do.
I can do what I want. I'm the alpha of my house, not really, but yes, I'm gonna try.
Well, I was gonna ask though. In the first fight, of course, you got hit that big shot from DC that the fight ended with, but you also in this fight got hit. To me, it looked like very similar shots, kind of when you broke off from him, but you were just taking him better this time. What was the difference? Were you just prepared for it? Or?
Yeah, I knew it. Just it wasn't being an idiot. He did catch me in the first round. He did rock me for a split second. I kind of was wobbly for like a half a second. Then I got my bearings straight and I was good. But yeah, I think I just knew what was coming. I knew what was happening. I saw it coming. That was what it was.